Hi, John Brough here, Master Golf Teaching Professional for the United States Golf Teachers Federation. Today I'm here to talk to you about the first lesson, the setup. Now normally, I don't like to get my students started off with anything with this full swing until they've nailed down the basics. And 90% of your swing is going to be in the setup. So the first thing we'll talk about is the grip. I have 3 clubs here. I've got a 9-iron, 5-iron, and 3 metal. Alright, when we're talking about the grip, we want to first place the club in the left hand. And I'm going to get closer here for so you can see this. But you want to have left hand, the fingers come across the club like that. And you want the palm pad on top of the handle. And you want your left hand thumb on the right side of the club. Now when you place it, you'll notice I have a V right here. Okay? You want that V to be pointing to the right hand side of the body. Okay? Now if you do this properly, you'll notice you should be able to do this. Okay? Now once we're at this position, we know we have a good starting point for our left hand. A lot of people tend to do this, put it in their palm, and that's incorrect. Okay, so once we're at this position right here, okay, I'm going to take my right hand, okay, place it in the fingers and just notice the angle I'm coming at, and I'm going to slide it up. And my left hand thumb is going to go in the lifeline of my right hand. Alright, now you can either use an overlap or an interlocking grip. You can also use a baseball grip. There's a lot of mechanical things that can go wrong with that. Okay, so I'm going to put the right hand over the left hand thumb, okay, and I'm going to make sure that these V's right here, this V and this V, are parallel going up the right side of my body. Okay, so it's going to look like this right here. Okay, notice this one goes up this way, and this one is parallel inside of that. Okay, that would be the first thing that we want to work with on the grip. Okay, now it's better to have a strong grip rather than a neutral grip or a weak grip. Okay, at impact, when we come in impact, you want your hands to be in a strong position because it will actually make the club face be square at impact from the way we come. Okay, if it's neutral and you return to the starting position, the club face is going to be open, and obviously if it's weak, it's going to be really open, and that usually leads to a slice. Alright, so we got our grip down. Now we need to talk about ball position, and we're going to work our way up the body here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I like to lay down some track. Okay, the ball, imagine a target. You try to imagine a line going all the way to your target. That's going to be our target line. Now I'm going to place this pink shaft right here. That represents my target line. Okay, I'll place another shaft parallel to that along my feet, and that's going to be my body line. Okay, now I usually have a third shaft where what I do, I'll indicate ball position. Now I'm going to move it back here just for now. When we start with our setup, we're going to put our feet together, okay? And normally I tell my students, take one club head to the left with your front foot, okay, or to the right if you're a left-hander. But we're going to move one club head forward, all right? Now, depending on the club that you have, if you have a 9-iron, you're going to take a little step to the right. So the ball is going to be placed just forward of center in your stance, okay? Shorter club. Now, if I switch clubs here and use my 5-iron, I'm going to take it's a longer club. I'm going to take a wider stance. Notice it's forward of center, but it's up more. If I take my 3 metal here, it's basically the same ball position, but I'm taking a wider stance. Okay, now what's happening? The ball is up in the front. So basically, I have the same position, ball position. It's just my right foot's dictating whether it's middle, forward of middle, or forward. Okay? Now, when we get up here, it's good to have this target body line here. So the left foot needs to, we're gonna flare it out, okay, about 25 degrees or so. And when you do that, it looks like it comes back, all right? That's what you'd see. Now the right foot, it's gonna be pointing straight towards the target line. So the left foot is turned out, the right foot's pointing toward the target line, okay? Now, the next thing, I have my knees, and we're just gonna work our way up the body. I'm gonna stand straight and unlock them, okay? Now how far forward do you need to bend? Typically, I just push the club against, my butt falls up, my hands come down, all right? Now, you'll notice that they don't hang straight down, they hang a little bit further, but they are hanging naturally down. And that's giving my arms room to clear out. My body is able to clear out and my arms are able to come through on a good path, all right? So, left leg is flared, and that's also it'll help you turn through more, and it's also less stress on the knee. Now, the right knee, okay, so we got it bent. The right knee, we're going to kick it in, okay? We want it to be in. Now, this has a lot of good things when you do this. One, it helps you load properly. It helps you keep your knee flexed throughout the swing, okay? And, I mean, it's very, if you look at a lot of swings on tour, you'll notice that common denominator, all right? So, we have the right knee in. Okay, now, the left arm, okay, working our way up the body. Left arm, it's going to make a straight vertical line to the ball, okay? So the left arm makes a straight vertical line to the ball. Now, 9-iron, notice the tilt, okay? 5-iron, less tilt. If you have a driver, it's going to almost look vertical. Straight line to the ball, okay? Right there. Now, when I have a 9-iron, okay, so you'll see the hands ahead of the club head. Now, straight line. Now, if I bring it down, it's like in the middle of my left thigh, okay? Now, the right hand, okay, what's going to happen, it's going to come, and notice when I do this, you have a tilt. This is really important. This helps avoid an over-the-top move in on the downswing. So it comes. Now, left arm straight, right arm has a bend. There's like a fold right here, like a slight bend at the elbow, all right? And you can't see this, but maybe at this angle you can. The left arm is actually closer to the target line than the right arm, okay? That's important. You don't want to have it like this. You want it to happen naturally, like that, okay? Now, when you're doing this, you need a nice spine tilt, shoulder tilt to the side, okay? So we have a nice spine tilt forward, all right? Here's how I can check myself. The handle touches my rear end. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this, but I kind of look down a little bit. And your shoulders, it's all right for your shoulders to be rounded, okay? I have a straight back, rounded shoulders, all right? Now, I got the side shoulder tilt, okay? So this comes down. This is good. Now, what's going to happen? I'm not asking for you to make a perfect parallel line to your body line. It's okay if the shoulders are just slightly open, just slightly, okay? Now, we are all set up in a good position. Make a good setup with your grip, okay? And this is where we're ready to start, okay? 90% of a good swing occurs in the setup, all right? You can have a poor swing, but with a good setup, you can make it work. If you have a poor setup and a poor swing, you're out of luck. So work with this. This will avoid common errors like slapping the ball and over the top. I mean, obviously those can still occur, but this is a good way to prevent them. The next thing I want to talk to you about, exercises to help the setup. All right. The first thing I'm going to grab is a medicine ball. Now, the medicine ball, you can do a number of drills. All right, we want to really work on the obliques and the core. Now, if you have a wall, you can set up to a wall and take swings and throw the ball at the wall. What's going to happen is it's going to hit and you're going to catch it. You want to do 10 reps, 3 sets on that side. Then you're going to switch it around and go this way, release it, let it hit the wall, come back, 10 reps, 3 sets, and that's the first exercise. Another exercise that you can do with the medicine ball, take your normal setup, okay? So we got our normal setup. We're going to pretend it's sitting on like a bench. We're going to pull it up, push it out. Pull it up, push it out. And you're going to do this once again, 10 times, 3 sets, The weight depends on your ability. I mean your core strength. I have a 20-pounder here, but you can use anywhere from 5 to 10 if you're a novice. The next thing I want to talk to you about, also help with the core. You're going to get down and you're going to use your wall. So you're going to take this here, turn it around, and throw it toward the wall. Okay, you might want to come up a little bit. So you'll take it this way, it'll hit the wall, bounce back, and you'll switch sides. Once again, take it, throw it at the wall, it'll bounce back, come back. Now, unless I'm releasing, I'm going to fall over, but that works your obliques really well. The next thing, facing the wall, you're going to take it and throw it like that. It's going to hit the wall, it's going to come back. I'm asking for 3 sets of 10 there. Vice versa, this side, okay? Next thing I want you to do, get a soccer ball or a basketball. We're going to put it between our legs and work our abductors. You're going to squeeze it, hold the club here, and just hold it, okay? Now, you can have someone put a tennis ball in between your shoulder blades, and you're going to squeeze those, okay? We're building all kind of muscles here, all right, with our core and our lower body, all right? Another exercise we can do, we're going to lay down, all right, and then do like a back extension. Do you see how I come up like this? All right, that works the lower back really well. You'll hold it for 30 seconds 3 times. Also, doing a hip stretch. We're turning this way and this way 10 times each side. If you put a medicine ball between your abductors, it also increases the difficulty and improves your core. So that, I mean, there are other things that you can do. Look for some of my other videos on core strength. I'm going to have those out soon, if they're not already up. But we really want to work on the setup. Grip and the feet, knees, working our way up. We want a good spine tilt forward. We want our hands over the ball when we get set up to hit it. Okay, my hands are lined up with the ball. But the most important things that we need to look for in the setup, okay? We want the left foot flared out. We want the right knee in, okay? The whole left side is almost straight, okay? It's like a reverse K. So you're going to see the left straight, okay? This here is this forms like a straight line going down. This right here, okay? If you notice, you can see my K already. You got this part, and this other part form the K. Now you're looking for that triangle here, straight left arm, shoulder tilt to the right arm comes down, all right, and I'm ready to attack the ball. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, check out my other posts, and my name's Brough. Keep them in the fairway.